Hello, this presentation is regarding NeighborWorks Boise's home repair program. This program is in partnership with the Federal Home Loan Bank of Des Moines and member bank D.L. Evans. I'd like to take just a minute to tell you about who NeighborWorks Boise is and what we do. Our mission is to create innovative housing solutions for underserved populations through strategic partnerships that contribute to building stronger communities. So, what does NeighborWorks do? We have various programs, all contributing to affordable housing solutions, beginning with education and coaching, homebuyer education and financial coaching. We have a mortgage lending department that helps homebuyers get into homes through down payment assistance. We have affordable rentals that's supported by resident services and a home repair and rehab program. We also build new single-family affordable homes, and we serve our neighbors through Paint the Town and Rake Up Boise. NeighborWorks Boise actually started 43 years ago with a program called Paint the Town, and this is a program where volunteers come together and paint the homes of veteran neighbors, neighbors with disabilities, and seniors. We also have Rake Up Boise, which every year serves nearly 1,000 households in Ada County. So here are things that we're going to cover in today's presentation. We are going to give an overview of the grant. We are going to cover how to qualify, followed by how to apply. We will discuss how the grant can be used, what types of repairs are included, and the process for securing bids for the construction work. The NeighborWorks Boise Home Repair Program is a program in partnership with the Federal Home Loan Bank of Des Moines and member bank D.L. Evans. The funding is provided through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Des Moines and sponsored by NeighborWorks Boise and supported by the member bank D.L. Evans. The purpose of this program is to assist people who need significant work done on their home, but face challenges in securing the sufficient funds to make those repairs. The NeighborWorks Boise Home Repair Program offers funds to repair and rehabilitate homes for qualified homeowners. The amount of these repairs must fall within the range of $15,000 and $22,000. You might be asking, do I have to pay this grant back? There is no requirement for repayment of the grant. However, there are some conditions and qualifying factors to be eligible for the grant. But if you do qualify and if you have repairs, you can get up to $22,000 worth of those repairs through this grant, and those funds do not have to be paid back. This program really is a partnership with shared responsibility. In order for it to be successful, we will need both NeighborWorks Boise and you to do your part to make this a success. So some of the things that we will provide are expert guidance through the application and funding process, clear communication of what the required documents are and what your next steps are, and also professional and high quality construction oversight to really help guide you through the construction process. What we will need from you. We will need timely responses to all requests for documentation and signatures throughout the process. We will also need complete and accurate paperwork without any missing information. Your active participation will truly help us be able to help you through the process. One of the most important qualifying factors to be eligible for this grant is income and household size. So in order to qualify for this grant, you must be at or below 80% of the area median income. So this takes into factor how many people are living in the home and the total income of all people living in the home. On this chart on the slide, it shows what those different income levels are based on the number of people living in the home. So for example, if there were 2 people living in the home, the total income must be at or below $68,500. The property must be owner occupied, so this is primary residence, must live in Ada or Canyon County, and you must complete an hour class with NeighborWorks Boise's HUD certified housing counselor to help set you up for success for this process. The funds for this grant program range from $15,000 to $22,000 in qualifying home repair needs. So the total hard construction costs must come to at least $15,000 and no more than $22,000. Hard construction costs is the total amount of money that will go toward the construction for materials and labor. Again, this must fall within $15,000 to $22,000. Eligible repairs for this program must be related to essential or safety related repairs. Some eligible repairs include roof replacement, window repair or replacement, HVAC system, deck repairs related to safety issues, sidewalk repairs, stair and ramp repair or improvements, or ADA improvements or adaptations. It really is aimed to help homeowners in repairing or improving their homes to ensure safety and livability. If you would like a complete list of eligible repairs, please reach out to NeighborWorks Boise. So you're interested in pursuing this grant and taking the next steps. So the next steps would include determining if you meet the qualifications. So first of all, that is ensuring that your household income falls within the eligible income range. You must not be planning on selling your home in the next 3 to 5 years. The overall cost of repairs must meet the minimum and maximum dollar amounts. You must make sure that what you want repaired falls within the qualifying work. You must watch this introduction video and then decide if you would like to proceed. This program addresses home repair needs. A need is a repair that is essential for safety, health, or basic livability. Some examples again of this might be a leaking roof, a broken furnace, faulty wiring, or plumbing issues. However, a want is a repair or improvement that is non-essential. Some examples of these would be upgrading kitchen countertops, repainting walls for cosmetic reasons, replacing flooring that is worn but not hazardous. So you'll need to focus on what are the essential needs my home needs in order to remain safe and livable. If you have decided you would like to pursue next steps and apply for this program, you will fill out an inquiry form online with your contact information. Someone from our team will reach out to you and schedule an appointment with our housing counselor at NeighborWorks Boise. During this time, you will be requested to bring various documents. You will need your completed application for the program and various documents needed for proof of income. 3 months pay stubs, social security or disability, 1099s, prior 2 years taxes, prior 2 years W-2s, and statements of all income that you receive. 2 months of complete bank statements and proof of homeowners insurance. You know, it sounds like a lot of information, but this will be really important in the process in getting you qualified. So you get that appointment all set up and you bring all required documents with you, including the completed grant application. You'll bring that to your appointment. You will also meet with a loan officer to determine income qualification. After we determine that you are income qualified and meet those eligibility requirements for the program, you'll schedule an inspection with our construction specialist. This will be to determine what the scope of work is for the repairs needed on your home. After getting confirmation of approval, you will then begin obtaining bids for the work. The bid and job scope process is as follows. NeighborWorks Boise's construction specialist will call to set up a time to visit your home. At this scheduled visit, they will talk with you about your needs for the home. What are the necessary repairs that are needed for your home? The construction specialist will need to have complete access to most of your home and property in order to provide a complete and accurate scope of work assessment. You'll need to ensure that they are able to safely reach all areas. If areas are too obstructed or unsafe to properly inspect, you will have to be rescheduled for a time when you can make sure the area is safe and accessible. The construction specialist will check for health and safety issues that need to be addressed in the scope of work. Together, you'll develop a detailed scope of work which you can provide to contractors for bidding. Once the scope is approved, you are responsible for getting bids from licensed, bonded, and insured contractors of your choice. Please note that NeighborWorks Boise must receive copies of all licenses and insurance at the time bid is received. We can provide a list of contractors that have worked with us on past projects, but the contractor you select is up to you. Any asbestos or lead hazards must be addressed by qualified contractors to take care of those. We require a minimum of 2 bids for any project. There is no maximum number of bids, so you can get as many as you would like, as long as you get at least 2. More bids can help the grant money go further to make sure you're getting the best price. We must use the lowest bid unless there are other factors at play. Example, the contractor cannot start the job in a reasonable time frame. Make sure that your bids include all items on the job scope. Bids must be written on our bid sheet. This will ensure the contractors have read the scope and everyone is bidding on the same items. Bids must be returned within 30 days of approval. If bids are not returned on time, you risk losing your reserved spot for this grant. So at this point, we're getting closer to the work getting started on your home. You will need to return the completed bids to NeighborWorks Boise. Our construction team will analyze the bids to verify they are consistent with the agreed upon scope of work. And then closing documents for the grant will be prepared by NeighborWorks Boise's loan officer. You will be asked to come back in for a grant closing and sign all the applicable documents. And after the final closing documents are signed, you will notify the contractors to sign the work contract and set up the dates to get started on the repairs for your home. Contractors can only be paid at the completion of work. And as a reminder, the work contract is an agreement between the contractor and you. NeighborWorks Boise is acting only as a facilitator in this program and source of funds, unless NeighborWorks Boise is chosen as the contractor to perform the work. If the scope of work changes at all, or the contractor feels they need to alter the cost, they will need to follow a change order process. The contractor must notify you, the homeowner, and the construction specialist from NeighborWorks Boise. They will submit a scope of work change request. This must be signed by you and the contractor. This document must be submitted to NeighborWorks Boise and will be reviewed by the loan officer and construction specialist before the contractor does any added work. When all the work is complete on your home, you and the contractors will sign a confirmation that the work is done. This is called a closeout form. You will then notify the construction team and schedule a time for them to come and inspect the work. At this time, they will inspect the home and ensure that all the required work is complete and satisfactory. After this, the funds will be sent to the contractors and you are through the process and welcome to enjoy your home. I'm sure you might have some questions about this process. And again, please feel free to reach out to NeighborWorks Boise at any time with your questions. We are here to help you through the process. A couple potential questions might be, can I use the funds to remodel my home? The answer is no. These funds are only for repairs that improve the safety and soundness of your home. So these are needs and not wants. Another question, can I add a deck to my home? The answer is no. However, you can make safety related repairs to an existing deck. Another question is, what if I need help completing all the required documents? Again, our team is here to help you be successful through the process. We are available by the phone or in person at our office to help. All right, in conclusion, we have talked about an overview of the grant, qualifications for the grant, what eligible repairs are included in the grant, steps in the application process, the construction process, and at the end, the closeout and payment process to contractors. Thank you so much for your time and attention listening to this presentation. We hope it helps give an overview of NeighborWorks Boise's home repair program. We hope we are able to help you get necessary repairs completed on your home. Please reach out to us today, see if you qualify. We're here to answer your questions. You can call us at 208-258-6225. Thank you so much.